our participants. Welcome to the event, and let's hear out the wonderful presentation.
American Corner. Thank you for cooperation with us. The second time where we cooperate. First time we were teaching emotional intelligence to young teens and club. Tonight, we would like to encourage young people and young women to be more brave, to be more leaders, and to motivate them with very intriguing and very deep insights and some of the which IREM would like to share with us tonight. So IREM, your night.
Okay. So I want to say hello to everyone. I am IREM TAUK. I'm 13 years old and I study in Yahya Kemal. I am very excited to be here talking. And this is a topic that I've been thinking about for a very long time. Before we start, I want to thank all of you for coming. I want to thank American Corner for agreeing to collaborate with us. I want to thank the group Young and Adult Geniuses for helping me find myself better. I want to thank all of my teachers for teaching me a lot of the things that I know today, my parents for supporting me unconditionally, Miss Nila Yurleska for teaching me a lot about emotional intelligence, and lastly, I want to thank my best friends for being here with me at my lowest. Now, after that, I just want to start off by addressing something as the public relations of the group Young and Adult Geniuses. I have the job of informing the public of what we do and about our organization. We focus on improving our emotional intelligence, learning how our brain works, bettering our talents, and using them to our advantages. Now we're working on a very cool project that is our website where you can watch short videos, listen to audiobooks, read text, motivational quotes, and so much more. We also have classes for emotional intelligence, chess, math, physics, programming, graphic design, modern dance, and astronomy. If you want to enter this positive and amazing group, you can send an email to genius@eq.muka for more information and details. And while we're working on our website, you can follow our Instagram, geniality.01, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Mali Vuzrasni Geniality. Now we can start it off. I just have to share my screen. Can you see my screen? Okay.
Yes.
So today we are going to talk about female leadership, women who change the world, and empowering other people to do the same and be leaders. The first topic is about the leadership. Let's define what leadership means. Is the action of leading a group of people or an organization. The first thing that we need to know is that female leadership as of October 2019 has been 24.5%, which makes male leadership drastically higher than female leadership. But that does not mean that women are worse at the job. It means that because of circumstances, there are less women being leaders. But a lot of women had made a statement for themselves and a name, a company, which we will talk about later. A fun fact is that Finland was the first country in Europe to give women the right to vote in 1906, while women in Swiss got the right to vote as late as 1971. Now we're going to talk about the three female leaders, Malala Yousafzai, Rosa Parks, and Frida Kahlo. First, we're going to talk about Malala Yousafzai. So Malala is a Pakistani activist who is famous for the shooting on October 9, 2012. She was born in the Swat region of Pakistan on July 12, 1997. She's 23 years old. When she was a kid, she really enjoyed studying and she spent most of her time in school because her dad owned a lot of private schools for girls. And she really enjoyed learning, seeing how the teachers interact with the students, and she just really enjoyed the overall experience of school until one day the Taliban banned all education for girls altogether. They weren't allowed to go to school at all. And when she was only 11, she wrote news articles to BBC News with the pen name of Gul Makai to not get caught. At the same time, she and her friends started sneaking to school through a path where the Taliban won't know, so they can continue their education and learn a lot more. But when they were caught, they were targeted by the Taliban. And one day when she was going home on October 9, 2012, she got stopped. The bus was stopped and the Taliban walked in, asked by Malala her name, and shot her in the head. After he left, the bus driver rushed her to the hospital, and when they understood how bad and severe the problem was, they rushed her to England, where the doctors took good care of her and cured her. After that incident, she has continued informing the public about the inequality and that girls should go to school. And on October 10th, 2014, Malala won the Nobel Peace Prize. She was the youngest nominee to get nominated the Nobel Peace Prize because the normal age was 62 years old. And in October 2018, she finally returned to Pakistan after 6 years, and today she continues to be an icon and an activist and teaches people a lot about the inequalities. Now I have 3 quotes of hers that empower a lot. The first one is, "I'm stronger than fear." The second one is, "One child, one teacher, one book, one pen can change the world." And the last one is, "When the voice is silent, even one voice becomes powerful." The second person we're going to talk about is Rosa Parks. Rosa Parks is an African-American activist that is famous for her bravery on December 1st, 1955, which we will talk about in a bit. Right now, we're going to talk about her life story. She was born in Alabama, United States on February 3rd, 1913, and died on October 24th, 2005. When she was a kid, she saw the racial injustices around her, like in businesses, shops, schools, everywhere. And every day she walked to school, but one day when her grandmother got sick, she had to stay home and not go to school. At 19, she met Raymond Parks, who was a barber and an activist and a member of the NAACP, which she joined later after her marriage with her husband. With her husband's request, she went to finish high school, and later on she became a member of the NAACP, which stands for the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, and started researching and investigating racial injustices. She is known for the event on December 1st, 1955, when she said no to standing up on a bus when a white man told her to. So at that time, the buses were arranged as most apart. In the front, white people could sit, and at the back, only black people could sit there. And if there was no place for white people in the front, the black people had to get up, stand, and if there was no place for standing, they were asked to leave the bus. But one day when she was leaving work, she was told to stand up, and she said no, which therefore got her arrested. She was not the first one to do this, but she was the one who started a boycott. There were other women who did the same, like Lily Mae Bradford, Irene Morgan, and Claudette Colvin. After she got arrested, she was visited by a lot of local activists to organize a bus boycott that was supposed to last a day, but lasted more than a year, specifically 381 days. At the end of the boycott, when they got what they wanted and the law was broken. After that, she continued informing the world about the racial injustices by writing books, giving speeches, and many more. and today she's remembered as a leader. Some of her famous quotes are, "No, the only tired I was tired of giving in. I would like to be remembered as a person who wanted to be free, so other people could also be free." And the last one is, "Our mistreatment was just not right, and I was tired of it." Now, before we move on to Frida Kahlo, I'm going to show you a video. So it's a clip of the new Disney movie Mulan, and it's a very powerful one. Let me stop sharing and reshare. Can you see it? Continue talking about now Frida Kahlo. Let me share my screen again.
IREM, if you allow, this was very, very powerful video, and we were present with very powerful message. So if someone from us want to share some insight expression from this video, this was a very powerful video from movie Mulan. It's recorded this year, 2020. Share with us what was personally your highest impression from this video.
If anybody has nothing to say, I can
do.
Can I say something?
Yes.
I think it's a very powerful message. So, just that.
Anyone else?
I'd like to say something, if that's okay. I think that although it works really well in the scene in the movie, I think it's very relatable in real life as well. We're not talking only about the chi that takes up all your energy, but in real life as well, if you are wearing a mask, if you're pretending to be someone else, even in everyday things, like normal things, you don't have to go to war. I think that it will drain you a lot, and you won't be motivated enough if you're not being yourself. So I think that's something that we all can relate to.
Thank you very much. I agree with the comments. It was a very powerful video. It showed how to not hide your true self and how to accept the way you are and do what you love. And I really think it's a very good message to give. Now I can share my screen again and continue where we left off before the video. So the last leader we will talk about is Frida Kahlo. So Frida Kahlo was a Mexican painter that was and is worldwide known, and she inspires many people. Not only that she overcome many injuries, she was determined to paint no matter what happened and do what she loves. Nothing could stop her. She believed in equality very much, which shows when she got into sports in her early years, like football, swimming, and even wrestling, which back then wasn't considered something that girls might want to do or can do. She was born near Mexico City in 1907. She had 6 sisters, but she spent most of her time alone. When she turned 6, she got polio and got paralyzed for 9 months. Later in 1925, she got in a bus accident, which led to her being in a full body cast for 3 months. But that still didn't stop her from her love for painting. Her parents built her an easel so she can paint whenever she is bored. She continued working and painting. Later in her lifetime, she married Diego Rivera, then traveled the entire U.S. to paint. Unfortunately, in 1950, she got gangrene and was bedridden for 9 months. After all those injuries, she did not give up, and her determination shows mostly when she made a solo exhibit. And went there by ambulance in her bed in 1953. Sadly, though, in 1954, Frida died at the age of 47, leaving a legacy that will continue on for decades. Her peak of her fame was in the 70s at the equality movement. Some of her famous quotes are, "Feet, why do I need you when I have wings to fly? I paint self-portraits because I'm often so alone, because I'm the person I know best." And the third one is, "I never paint dreams or nightmares. I paint my own reality." Now I have two paintings of Frida here, and I will explain what they mean. The first one on the left is this one, is The Wounded Deer in 1946. It shows the disappointment that she felt after she went to New York for a surgery to get rid of all the pain she had from her injuries from beforehand. And it shows that the deer has arrows on the body because it wasn't as successful as she thought it would be. The second one is the self-portrait with thorn, necklace, and hummingbird from 1940. It means the darkness in her life, but the hummingbird shows the hope in Mexican culture that they have. Now, before we continue on, let me stop sharing. I have one question to ask, and we will all go into breakout rooms to discuss about that topic. And then when we come out, we'll discuss it as a whole. The question is, what are the most important values to demonstrate as a leader? American Corner, if you can arrange in breakout rooms, because I don't know how to do it.
To add the question, American Corner, please write the question to the message who will be read in all rooms. It will be helpful.
Okay. In the chat box, in the groups? Or?
Yes, I think.
Okay, we will just need to make another setting for the breakout rooms, so maybe you can have a short discussion, or we can watch another video and we will make the arrangement.
Okay, just okay, so before the breakout rooms are arranged, we can start discussing about the topic here, and then when the breakout rooms are arranged, then we can discuss it separately. Does anyone have anything to say about the question? The question is, I repeat, what are the most important values to demonstrate as a leader?
Can I say something?
Yes.
Well, I personally think that people should have confidence if they want to be a leader, so they can be a good role model for everybody around them.
Thank you. That's very true, and that's something that it's important to demonstrate as a leader. Are there any other traits that people want to say?
I would like to add that yes, I agree with Sarah that confidence is like a key to be a leader. It's very important, but also you should not be too much overconfident. You should be like enough confident to show leadership and to show the people that you know what you're doing, but you should not be too much confident in order to intimidate them. That's what I like to add. Yeah.
That's also very true. Thank you so much. Anyone else?
I'd like to say something again. I think that one of the greatest characteristics that leaders should possess is the ability to inspire others. I think that's a very well-known fact. And also, I think that true leaders are part of the team. They don't position themselves above the team. They don't show that they're superior to the others. I think that they try to emphasize the fact that they're one team, that the leaders are part of the team, and that they're doing is a collaborative effort, that they're doing it together. I think that usually inspires people, no matter how old they are, no matter in which context they might be working in, no matter whether they're students or grown-ups working on a project. That's at least what I think. I'd like to hear what the others think, what the students think.
Thank you so much, teacher. That was a very good point. Does anyone else have something to say?
IREM, just to say we're sorry and we apologize. There is some technical issue apparently with the breakout rooms. We will continue working in the issue. So
It's okay. Does anyone else have anything to add to the discussion?
I'm not sure. Suleiman Bekir, is it unmute or it's not? But to say something, I'd like to deeply in your side. Do you know what is most important thing in your life?
Excuse me, you were lagging. I couldn't really hear you.
Mm.
No. I can just see your lips move. I cannot hear anything.
Can you hear me now?
Okay, now yes.
Okay, I believe that this is this is the answer. My question: can you see deeply in yourself what is most important thing in your life? Your values.
My most important values are the people close in my life. My education is very important for me. And the experiences that I've had. So the people close in my life, my education, and my experiences.
And from this moment, can you imagine you would like?
Okay, I'm so sorry, can you please repeat that? There's a problem with the audio.
I will have to buy another microphone for sure after this event. Can you imagine yourself in the next 20 years? What do you want from yourself? What do you want to do? But to do something valuable and important to you and to others. What will be that?
I want to inspire others and inspire myself. I want to be happy with the people around me. I want to learn a lot more things that I know now. And also I want to and I want to dig deeper into myself and learn a lot more about myself as well.
This question, thank you, Rem. This question is to all of you. Can you imagine something very special, which is valuable for you, for your closest one, and for your people which you love them, that you can do something in the next 20 years from now that will make a positive change, that will make a difference in your and others' life, and that you can be devoted from now in the next 20 years to work in bad, in worse, and in good times, and to be really passionate about that. Can you share some idea what you would like to do in the next 20 years from now? Just be spontaneous. There is no good or wrong answer. Everything is fine. Yeah.
I think it might be. Oh, Mia wanted to say something. Mia, go ahead.
All right.
I just want to ask you, did you call me? Because I can hear you that very much.
And we organize now the rooms.
Mila, we can hear you well.
Can you create a breakout rooms?
Yeah, we have managed to find that option, but how many rooms do you want to select?
We're 23 people, so you can divide us by 3 people. That is 6 groups. It's okay.
6 groups. Let me just check.
Automatically, they will divide us in different groups.
Yeah, okay. Should I start?
Why not? Yes.
Okay, let me just see.
Hello.
Sarah, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm just curious. Are you interested about this topic, leadership?
Yes, I am.
And tell me, how old are you?
I am 13.
You're the same generation with IREM.
Yes, I'm her best friend.
Really? Oh, happy to hear that.
Yeah.
So tell me about your dreams. Tell me about your expectations. What do you want to become and to lead?
Well, when I grow up, I want to be a programmer and create different types of apps to help other people in their daily life. And I also want to be, as a side job, a motivational speaker to motivate other people.
Wow. Wow, this is very powerful. So when you said that you want to become a programmer, can you imagine yourself that you're leading a company, your own company, or that you're working in another company?
Well, yes. I want to work in a big company with a lot of people, and we're going to work to try to help other people.
And can you imagine that from your work, you can create something important for the humanity? Something who can change their lives?
Well, yes, I want to create something that can change the world and help with a lot of problems around the world that are happening currently. For example, racism, homophobia, women's rights.
Very, very interesting. That means that you will work on that issue and to recover that problem.
Yes.
Do you have any ideas, specific ideas, what actually you will do?
Well, not really right now, but I'll try to come up with in the future.
And do you communicate with people who are very skilled in these questions, in these topics? Do you develop your relationship with that kind of people to spread your knowledge?
Yes, I do. I talk to a lot of smart people with different ideas and different views on the world.
How can
I cannot hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
We have a company here with Mr. TAUK and Sir. Yes?
Excuse me, just one more thing to ask.
Yes,
how
please
many minutes do you want to have the breakout rooms?
I believe that 5 minutes, maximum 5 minutes. So just be careful, because when give an order to close the rooms, we'll have 60 seconds. We will have 1 more minute.
Okay. Fine. Yeah.
All right. So Tara, what about your empathy? Do you understand what is empathy?
Yes, I do.
With empathy. What do you think about empathy? What is it?
Well, empathy is when you really want something, when we're really passionate about something and we do it with all our hearts.
When someone have some problem, some issue, can you empathize that person?
Well, I'll always try my best to help other people in any way that I can. So even if I have a harder time trying to help them, I'll do my best.
And do you believe that sometimes you should be bold, or you should be more courage? You should have more courage.
Yes, I believe that we should always have courage to do something if we really are passionate about it and we really want to do it. And we should be bold with our ideas and express ourselves to other people and the world.
And I want to share with you that I have a dream from my childhood. I was maybe 12 or 13 years old, and from this perspective, I'm living the same dream, because I'm working more than 30 years on that. So I can say that I'm very happy that I choose myself, and I'm very loyal to my dreams, and I find everything what I need to become what I really want. So that is something what I want to share with you. And leading myself is very important. When I will lead myself in my vision, then I can lead others. It's very important to have clear vision. Leaders have visions. So imagine yourself that in the next 20, 30 years, you will live your vision very precisely, and whatever is happening, you will be focused on your vision. There will be issues, some problems, some good times. Everything is happening in life. It's important to be focused on your specific vision. And if you're trying to develop your talents during that time, you will just upgrade yourself. Someone who is inspiring here all the time.
I cannot hear you.
Some person who is inspiring you.
I cannot hear you well. You're really quiet.
Just a second. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you better
All right.
now.
I was asking you about some inspirational person. Do you have someone who is
Well, I'm inspired by Bill Gates. I really like how he works and how he created his own company.
what you can learn from that?
I cannot hear you again.
What you can learn from him, how he built his company?
Well, he built his company with confidence and having a dream, and he always did his best to accomplish what he wanted to do.
That's good. That's good. That means that you will follow his strategies. You will learn and you will go deeper with his strategies. Good. Very good. I believe that you can and you will encourage other people and that you will make a positive difference in this world. So from perspective of a new generation who will be programmers, there will be very speak with people who are very intelligent in that area and to create something mutual with them. Say something.
I cannot hear you. Am I supposed to click leave breakout room or?
Just so we can leave this breakout room. Yes, we can do that.
Okay.
Sarah?
Yes.
Yes, I've learned a lot about you and your vision, what you would like to become, and about empathy and how you want to influence others, and about your person inspiration, Bill Gates. So in this discussion, someone else want to share something important about her insights about leadership, how to be a leader, how to be brave to have a vision and courage to make an actions. Please join that discussion once again.
Okay, so me and Ana Maria talked about how leaders should possess hard work, responsibility, be strategic and flexible. They should be hardworking so they can help the team get to where they are to complete whatever project they're working on. If it's a project, an upcoming speech, it can be anything, but the leaders doesn't only have to give orders, they have to contribute in the team and work. Then is responsibility, be able to take responsibility for mistakes and other things regarding whatever the topic is. Then we said strategic, where they should be able to think ahead of a few steps ahead of where they are now, so they can see what they have to do to get to success, and whatever their goal is. And the last one I'm going to talk about, we talked about a few more, is flexibility, because they work in a group and there are a lot of different kinds of people. They have to be flexible enough to work with them, because different people have different personalities, and they will want to work differently and stuff like that. Does anyone else want to share other traits from their discussions?
We had a very productive discussion. I think Inji would be very glad to present what we talked about.
Well, I would like to say that as a leader, you should have knowledge, since you have to you know how to express yourself, and that's how you inspire others. Since if you say it in like a correct way, it makes people want to listen to you, and you have to know how to help them if they don't understand. And yeah.
Thank you, Inge. So right now, use the chat and write in one sentence, what would you like to become as a leader in the next 20 years from now? Just imagine and write a sentence in the chat, everyone. Message is to me. Can you share with us, with everyone?
Excuse me, did you ask me something? I couldn't hear you.
Yes, can you share the message to everyone? Me? I believe that you sent by mistake.
Mine was leader in informing people about injustice in the world, because how do I say this? Very few people know about the injustice in the world to people, and I think that more people should know it. And I hope I can achieve my goal to stop the injustice and inform people about it.
Someone else? Zehra, would you like to share?
Was the question, what would you like to be in 20 years? Well, I would like to be like a person that can change and inspire like a whole new generation, like show them new skills, maybe get them to the right and path of justice and everything right.
This is very brave. You need to believe that you can do it everything what you want. You just have to believe in yourself. You need to believe in your dreams and just do it. Ana Maria, I want to hear your voice.
Okay, well, in the next 20 years, I would like to be like a leader of a company or something like that. Like that. I mean, that's where I see myself in 20 years. I would like to inspire people to become better workers, to feel better, to have more confidence, because not many people have confidence today. I don't know why that's happening in these years. And I would like to inspire people, like people to look up to me, to look up to me as a friend, as a colleague, as a good person.
Maria, I believe that it's very important to be a good person and to make positive changes in the world. We need to start with ourselves first, and with that devotion, we need to lead others. So it's like something what we don't know what will happen for sure in the next 20 years. It's long time, it's not short time. But we need to have the clear picture of ourselves, what that vision will bring to us and to others. That's why we can gain the strength and devotion and passion and belief from our inner side. And from inner side, we can spread that with others.
Yes, that's very true. Actually, we have to start from ourselves then to spread it to others.
That's the truly. We want to share with you one video which IREM made yesterday. So we've put that video with some effects. So we would like to share right now with you.
Hello, I'm IREM TAUK, part of the group Young and Adult Geniuses. Today, I will be talking about motivation and that leadership is a choice. Do you know how to get motivated when you're feeling down? Let me ask you a few questions. What's the biggest land animal? It's an elephant. What's the tallest animal? A giraffe. What's the wisest animal? The fox. What about the fastest land animal? It's the cheetah. Then why is the lion called king of the jungle? It's not the fastest, the biggest, the wisest, or the tallest. Then why? Because the lion is brave, courageous, bold. They're a leader. No matter how big or difficult the challenge is, they take it up. They walk with confidence. They believe they can achieve anything. They are risk takers. They never let any opportunity slip by their paws. So you see, the lion might not be the fastest, wisest, biggest, or tallest, but it's a leader. That's why the lion is king of the jungle. Now, release your inner lion and take up that challenge. Achieve your dreams, go write that book, take on acting, learn a new language, do it. You can. If you want to see other videos like this, go subscribe to our YouTube channel, leave a like and a comment. See you next time. Bye!
Well done, IREM. See you.
Thank you so much. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.